If you go to certification, you can find Kahoot Academy there, where you can get these trainings and earn badges and certifications. We're going to click on the blue button, create. We're not going to go from template, create blank quiz. This is now the quiz editor. First of all, here next to the Kahoot logo, there's the Kahoot title. If you click on that, let's do this first. So what is our quiz going to be about? In the description, try to because after some time, you will not probably remember what it is about. Try to, you can see what I am writing. It doesn't have to be this detailed, but just try to write maybe half a sentence about what it really is about, right? For example, you can also say the title of the book. This is going to also help other teachers to find Kahoot if they search by the name of the book. You can save to my Kahoots. That's usually how it goes. Or you can save my folder. I'm not going to have to put it in the folder. You can add it a little bit later. Maybe you can find, there you go. I like this one. Just to have some kind of image, the thumbnail, and then click done. Now you can see the title of your Kahoot. On the left side, there are gonna be the questions. I can add a question or I can add a slide. The slide doesn't have a question in it. It's like a learning, the point of learning or the point of teaching or the point, it's a break, for example. It's going to last 1 minute, maybe with some talking points or explanation. You can ask a question and then the slide explaining why. On the right side, this is where you can see why it is a little bit frustrating to have only the Kahoot free. Because there are different types of questions that we cannot have. You can set the time limit. If the question is short, then the time limit should be short. If the question is particularly difficult, I sometimes give them double points because it brings a little bit of excitement. You can write your own question. You can choose 2 answers or 3 or 4. It doesn't have to be always 4.
Yeah, okay.
All right. So one of these answers is correct. And this is how you're going to mark it. You're just going to select it. You can have 2 correct answers or even all of them, but whatever the student chooses, it's going to be correct. It is kind of a poll if all the answers are correct. We need image. We can add GIFs. We can add videos. Okay, I like this guy. You know, it doesn't have to be people playing sports, you know, it can be something funny. This is our first question. Let's quickly create 2 more questions. So if I'm adding usually a quiz, ideal number of questions is 10 because when you have more than 15 questions, it becomes a little bit tiring. We're just going to save. And of course, you can test it or you can play it. Now, if I share this Kahoot, the Kahoot that I will share with you, and I will copy it now, and I will share it in the chat, is going to be the editable Kahoot. So you as a teacher, so I'm sharing it as a teacher. But if I want to share it with my students, I want the students to play. Now I have the 2 options. And this is where the fun begins. You can teach, which is the live version, the one that we played at the beginning. And the assign is the one where you give it for homework. And then you can set it, how long is it going to be valid? Randomized answer order is good so that they don't always get the same answers in the same color. I create the link and the pin. If our students have the app on the phone, then I would just paste the pin. Otherwise, I will copy the URL, maybe share it in the Google Classroom directly from here, or maybe share it on the Padlet, or like this now in the chat, I will share it with you. And then if you go to your library, you will see sports and hobbies, there it is. So now you have created your first Kahoot. From here, I can always edit. So now I'm going back to the editing mode. Test this Kahoot, play now, or share it with others. Share it with others means share it with the teachers. You can play now. If you click on teach, this is now going to generate the ID, and you can go to kahoot.it and access it from there.